Hi, it's Stacey from Proven Winners Color Choice Shrubs. A couple of seasons ago, we went through our trial and display gardens here and showed you all of the panicle hydrangeas in our line and talked about their different sizes and characteristics. Well, this year we wanted to do the same thing, but for our smooth hydrangeas, Hydrangea arborescens. These are also known as Annabelle hydrangeas, hills of snow hydrangea, wild hydrangea, wild sevenbark. They have a lot of different names, but we tend to refer to them as smooth hydrangeas or Hydrangea arborescens. Now, this is going to be a two-part video. In this first section, we're going to talk about our full-sized Hydrangea arborescens or smooth hydrangeas. In the second part, we're going to talk about our dwarf varieties. So make sure that you like and subscribe so you can see both editions of the video. Now, we're going to start with the classic. This is Incrediball hydrangea, and here it is in our world-famous Incrediball hedge. Incrediball is a really special plant because when we developed it, what we set out to do was to develop a version of Annabelle hydrangea, and Annabelle is a classic variety that everybody knows, but we wanted it to have stronger stems because one of the things about Annabelle is it starts to flop. So we developed Incrediball specifically for those stronger stems, but amazingly, we also got larger flowers. Now, Incrediball hedge here is just at the very, very beginning of its bloom for the season. It's early July here in Michigan, and this is pretty normal for it. But these flowers, as they mature, get really, really large and make a spectacular show. This is a perfect plant for a hedge, for a specimen, for landscaping around your house, or anywhere you need a little bit more coverage. It's very easy to grow, as are all of our smooth hydrangeas. Incrediball hydrangea is the perfect choice anywhere you need a lot of coverage and easy care summer blooms. The second stop on our tour today is Incrediball Blush. The plant you just saw was Incrediball hydrangea. This is Incrediball Blush, the pink version. Now, what sets the Incrediball series apart from the Invincibelle series, which we're going to talk about next, is that the flowers of the Incrediball series get to be really, really large. Again, like Incrediball that we just saw, this one's just starting to come into bloom. So you're not seeing the full-size flowers just yet, but you will see that these get really large. What makes Incrediball Blush really unique is its color. We have a number of pink varieties in the Proven Winners Color Choice line. I think that Incrediball Blush has one of the most unique colors of pink. It's hard to describe, but it's almost like a silvery pink, and it opens up to just be such a beautiful, soft color that goes with just about anything, just about any house color. Like Incrediball, this one does get to be quite large. We're looking at 4 to 5 feet tall and wide as it matures. And you can expect it to have similarly strong stems, big round flowers, but in pink. So you've met both of the plants in the Incrediball series. Now we're moving on to the Invincibelle series. And this right here is Invincibelle Spirit II. Invincibelle Spirit was the first plant in the Invincibelle series, and it was also the first pink Hydrangea arborescens or smooth hydrangea that was introduced to market. It was really a groundbreaking plant at the time, but that was introduced over 12 years ago. So a lot has changed since then, and we've developed and introduced a lot more of the pink Hydrangea arborescens. But Invincibelle Spirit II still remains a really special plant for two reasons. Number one is that it has, for every plant sold, raised $1 for the Breast Cancer Research Foundation, with over $1 million donated to support life-saving breast cancer research so far. Number two, it's obviously simply fabulous. Really nice, clear pink color, nice bluish green leaves that kind of set off the flowers, and again, more of this full-sized habit that's really good for landscaping, hedging, and so forth. You can count on Invincibelle Spirit II to have strong stems. The original one didn't have stems that are quite so strong as Invincibelle Spirit II, which is why it replaced the original. And like the Incrediballs, this is not quite fully open yet. You can see there's still a lot of small buds that have yet to open. But even when these open, what's going to be different than Incrediball Blush or Incrediball with this one is that the flowers are going to be a little bit more flat and disc-like and not quite as large. That doesn't make it any less beautiful. It's a really great plant for the same types of purposes as Incrediball, which is to say hedging, specimen, a backdrop, anytime you need some color that's easy care. Now, I do recommend, particularly for Invincibelle Spirit II, some sun each day. You don't want to plant this in full shade because what happens if you do that, the color gets kind of muddy, it doesn't have this nice clear pink, and the stems won't be as strong. So 4 to 6 hours of sun each day or filtered light all day is ideal to get a beautiful plant like this one. The next full-size plant in the Invincibelle series is this new one, Invincibelle Sublime. Now this, I have to confess, is one of my absolute favorites. I love the green flowers. For many years, we offered a variety called Lime Ricky, and you'll still find that on the market, but Invincibelle Sublime replaces it because it's so much of a better plant. It has really nice, rigid stems, and the flowers are just this beautiful, glowing jade green. This plant literally goes with anything. So if you're not comfortable with using color in the garden, or you just simply love green like I do, this is an ideal choice. Now, if you look closely at the flowers, what you see is that each one has kind of a pink center. So that really makes the flowers pop. And the flowers float over the foliage. So you just have this like almost flying saucer look over this blue-green foliage. Like the other hydrangeas in this edition of the video, this is more or less a full-size plant. So you're gonna see Invincibelle Sublime top out at 3 to 5 feet tall and wide. Again, perfect for hedging, a single specimen like this in the garden. It really is nice at taking up a lot of space and transforming a spot from something that needs, water and weeding and mulching into something that's beautiful and low maintenance. And like all of the plants in this video, it makes a great cut flower. Now, I know I just said that Invincibelle Sublime is my favorite, but now that I'm standing in front of this plant, Invincibelle Lace, I'm gonna have to admit it's a toss-up because I love this plant. Hydrangea arborescens is actually native to North America. If you live anywhere in the southeast, especially like around the Blue Ridge Mountains, you will find it growing wild. In fact, I was just down near Asheville, North Carolina, and I saw Hydrangea arborescens growing in a Waffle House parking lot. Growing wild, mind you, not in the landscaping. But what I love about Invincibelle Lace is it really gets it more in touch with its wild native roots. It's a lace cap, which means that unlike the other varieties that I've shown you so far that are made up primarily of those showy sterile florets, as a lace cap, this has a combination of these sterile florets and these small fertile florets which aren't open yet. And that makes it ideal for attracting pollinators. You're gonna see all sorts of pollinating insects on here. Bees, butterflies, beneficial flies, all sorts of things like that. And what I love about Invincibelle Lace is it just looks so natural. If you have a more informal landscape, a pollinator garden, a native plant garden, it's really gonna look at home in there, but it combines all of the great qualities of the rest of the Invincibelle series, which is to say it's got nice sturdy stems, you don't have to worry about it flopping, and it's much more colorful than the wild types and much more showy. Now, this planting of Invincibelle Lace has been here for probably 3 to 5 years, and you're gonna see it reaching probably around 4 to 5 feet depending on your climate. So it definitely belongs in this full-size video, but it is a little bit smaller than the Incrediballs. So this is it, Invincibelle Lace. This is one of the newer ones, but if you're interested, please do ask for it by name at your local garden center. So that wraps up part 1 of our video, the full-size Hydrangea arborescens in the Proven Winners Color Choice line. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss part 2 when we release it. And if you have any comments about our Hydrangea arborescens, growing Hydrangea arborescens, or hydrangeas at all, leave them as a comment below and we'll get back to you.